solihullradio.com. solihullradio.com.
Dutch kids hot balloons in the parking lot. The golden arches illuminate the business park. I eat myself to death, feed the corporate machine. I watch the movies, recite every line and scene. God bless America and all of its allies. I'm not the first to live with wool over my eyes. I am so blissfully unaware of everything. Kids in Gaza are bombed and I'm just out of it. No tensions are the world are rising higher. We're probably due another war with all desire. I'm not smart enough to change a thing. I have no answers, only questions. Don't you ask a thing. They say I'm a nihilist, cause I can't see any decent rhyme or reason for the life of you and me. But I believe in what I'm feeling, and I'm fighting for you. This world is gonna end, but till then I'll give you everything I'll give you everything
Hi guys, and welcome back to Solihull Radio. That was Sam Fender with his latest single, Hypersonic Missiles. The time is 4 minutes past 6, and you are listening to a brand new show here at Solihull Radio. My name is Kate Sinclair, and I'll be with you every Thursday from 6 till 8 p.m, bringing you all the latest music and interviews with special guests from the music scene. We've got a very busy night ahead of us tonight. If you're sticking around until 7 p.m, then I'll be interviewing local band Glass Ceiling, so stick around till then. That'll definitely be exciting. And let's kick things off right now with one of my favourite collaborations to ever have graced this earth. This is the one and only Arctic Monkeys with Dizzy Rascal. Arctic Monkeys and Dizzy Rascal. Who would have thought about putting those two artists together? You just wouldn't, but it's one of my favourite collaborations in the universe. I'm actually a northerner myself, so Arctic Monkeys have a very special place in my heart. I only moved down to Solihull a year ago, although it does feel like yesterday. Time definitely flies by. But I have been music blogging for about 4 years now, and throughout my time blogging, I have met some of the most incredible up-and-coming artists in the music scene, and that is what I want this radio show to be all about the up-and-coming local artists in Solihull and Birmingham. Like I said before, if you stick around with us until 7 o'clock tonight, then you will get to listen to me interviewing local Solihull band Glass Ceilings, because you know what? Local artists do not get the radio time that they deserve. So this is what the show is going to be all about, local music for you guys. On the theme of local music, I want to talk about one band who are absolutely smashing it in the scene right now. They're from Birmingham, and if you haven't heard of Ivory Wave, then you need to start listening to them. I want to play for you now one of their latest singles, Uptown. I'll talk to you after this song about what they're up to at the moment. But Uptown, Ivory Wave. That was Uptown by Ivory Wave. Honestly, I love that song. They are smashing it right now in the local music scene. So at the start of the year, I had the privilege of chatting to Ivory Wave. I interviewed them over on my blog, and I am so happy that I was able to interview Ivory Wave then, because since then they have absolutely blown up. They have already been on tour with the DMAs, which is an amazing achievement as it is, but later this year they are headlining the O2 Institute in Birmingham, and they've also got plans to release their debut EP on the 8th of November, called Dream Nights, so definitely keep your eye out for them. Like I said, I was able to interview them at the start of the year. If any of you know Abby McCarthy, she does BBC Introducing, listen to her, another great presenter. Well, her monthly gig club, the Good Karma Club, is based in London, but she took the Good Karma Club on tour and invited me down to the Birmingham leg of that tour, and that's where I was able to interview Ivory Wave. Seriously, they are some of the nicest people going. You've got to start listening to them. You will not be sorry. Like I said, Dream Nights, their debut EP, comes out on the 8th of November, so keep your eyes peeled out for them. You'll be hearing more of them on the show.
You're about to blow up above, step inside and flow off into your own world where no one else can be and no one else can see. None of your dreams shut down by realities, but that ain't gonna solve the fears that you hold. I hate to be the bust your bubble, but I thought that you should know that even if you go, shadows have the tendency to follow. So why you running away? 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 Oh, I gotta stand a toe and try to take control. So pick your back up from off the wall and try and make a change. Cause yes, you are brave. I want to educate that you don't need to run away. So don't you run away, cause you can't escape the ghosts that haunt your mind when negatives stay. Unless you turn and face and pluck up the courage to say that I ain't afraid of you no more. Why you running away? 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 Running away. Stop you running from, start running to a destination that is gonna help your life improve. You need to realize that running all the time ain't gonna help you tackle these things in life. You need to fight and stop hiding away from all your troubles, cause in times two they'll be double. Then what you gonna do? Be twice as hard for you. And I assume that the running will continue. So why you running away? 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 Away, away. Away, away, away. Why you running away? Away, away. Why you doing? Why are you running away? Running away. Yeah, you're running away. Running away. Yes, you're running away. So why you running away? Why you running away?
That is A.D. Swellyman with his single Running Away. Like I said, guys, this is Solihull Radio. The time is 18 minutes past 6, and my name is Kate Sinclair. I'm starting a new show here at Solihull Radio. This is actually my first radio show that I have ever done. So I've already made a few mistakes, but I think it's going all right so far. We have got an hello from Evie and Connor. Connie, sorry, I think Evie and Connie. So hey guys, thank you so much for listening to us tonight here at Solihull Radio. I want to talk about Reading Festival and Why Not Festival. The summer this year for me has been amazing. Like I said, I went to Reading and Why Not with some great mates of mine. And one thing that I thought was particularly interesting about the summer and the festivals that I went to was how political they were. Now, I'm not going to drag politics into this show. That's not what we're about. We've heard enough of Brexit. But there's a lot going on right now in this world. It's quite a precarious climate that we're living in. I want to talk to Glass Ceilings about that later on, because right now I think there is so much music that has messages, and that is what I love, music with messages. One of my favourite up-and-coming bands that I saw at Why Not, and who have a message in their latest single, Your Light, is The Big Moon. Now, The Big Moon are one of my favourite bands at the moment because they're a four-piece all-girl band, which is quite rare actually in the music scene to have a four-piece band all females, and I think it's fantastic to see them doing what they're doing. They played at Why Not Festival and they were hands down one of my favourite artists of the whole weekend. Their harmonies are incredible. But I want to read you what they said about their latest single, Your Light. So the lead singer wrote on her Instagram, "While I was writing, I was thinking about how hard it is to tell if things are worse now or if they've always been this way. To me, it feels like we're living at this tipping point that is unprecedented. But then it occurred to me that every generation before us probably had a moment when they thought they were going to be the last generation on Earth too." And I thought that was quite fitting because right now there's a lot of talk about Brexit, about global warming, and this song is designed to take you away from all of that. So I want to play that for you now. This is Your Light, The Big Moon. Start listening to these guys. You will not be sorry. One of my favourite artists at the moment. Your Light, The Big Moon. The Big Moon, Your Light. I love that song. It has been my favourite song for the past few weeks. I've been playing it on repeat, much to my family's annoyance. But I think it's such a lovely sentiment behind the song. Like I said before, everything's up in the air a little bit at the moment, but that just takes you away from it all, and that's why I love it. Another song on that same theme of messages that are important to our society today is Echo Smith with their latest single Lonely Generation. Who remembers Echo Smith? Like, I haven't heard of them for years. They came out with their single in 2013, Cool Kids, taking me back to year 6 school discos. But they've just come back, and honestly, I love this song. It's, again, one of my favourite songs of the past few weeks. This is Echo Smith, Lonely Generation. It's all about how social media is taking over our lives, and actually, even though the world is ever more globalised and we're all more connected than ever before, we can all still feel quite lonely. So another amazing message. I want to play that for you right now. It is Echo Smith, Lonely Generation.
I'm disconnected now, I'm by myself. Here we are, left behind. Looking through a screen makes you feel alright. Another day, another looking in the wrong place for something right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looking in the wrong place for something right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looking in the wrong place for something right. We're the lonely generation, a pixelated version of ourselves, empty conversations. I'm disconnected now, I'm by myself. In the dark, with open eyes, drinking from a broken glass, don't realize. Can feel the pain, can feel the pain. Wasting time and stuck inside a broken dream. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wasting time and stuck inside a broken dream. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wasting time and stuck inside a broken dream. We're the lonely generation, a pixelated version of ourselves, empty conversations. I'm disconnected now, I'm by myself. Is this real or just a dream? Are we living in the in-between? Is this real or just a dream? Are we living in the in-between? We're the lonely generation, a pixelated version of ourselves, empty conversations. I'm disconnected now, I'm by myself. We're the lonely generation, a pixelated version of ourselves, empty conversations. I'm disconnected now, I'm by myself.
Lonely Generation by Echo Smith. Again, another one of my favourite songs at the moment. Guys, if you would like me to play a song for you, then you can message us, text studio before your message, else it will get lost in the world of radio messages and I will not be able to play the song that you want. But message us at studio at 82228 82228. Make sure I got the number right there. Yeah, message us any song requests that you may have. We've got a song request right now from Logan. Wolf Alice, this is Freezy. This is my first time on radio and the song did not play, but let me try that again. Like I said, message us at studio@Solihull Radio 82228. You know what? This is actually not working, so let me go back onto my playlist and find something else. Time is 6:30, so at 7 o'clock we will be hearing Glass Ceilings at the studio. They'll be here for me to interview them. They are a local band from Solihull. I actually interviewed them or met them at the start of the year, but we'll be talking about that later on. I'm really sorry, Logan. I need to get this working. Freezy, Wolf Alice. Here we go. You know what? I didn't actually turn up the sound, which might help. So anyway, this is Wolf Alice, Freezy. Wolf Alice. Wolf Alice, not Freezy, that was actually Heaven Ward. You know what? This is my first radio show, so I have made some mistakes. Very, very sorry about that. But I would like to say a massive thank you to Solihull Radio for getting me on the show tonight. And in particular, a massive thank you to Jeff O'Brien, who runs the studio, who has been training me up and giving me this opportunity. I'm very, very grateful for that. Like I said beforehand, I am a music blogger, so I've been doing something similar for quite some time. I've been interviewing bands for years. I started when I was about 15, and I'm 17 now, so I started interviewing bands at 15. I'm 17 years old now. So I've been in front of a camera. I've done things live before, but nothing like radio. But it is very, very fun if I just learn what buttons to press at the right time. Luckily, it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. I want to play for us now Hayley Kiyoko. If you know Hayley Kiyoko, you will know how much of a queen she is, and I am absolutely raving over her right now. I saw her for the first time at Reading Festival with one of my best mates, and she is killing it. She stands for a lot. She represents the LGBT plus community, and she's doing amazing things for that cause. So I want to play a lot of her on the radio. We're going to kick things off tonight with What I Need, featuring Kalani. Hayley Kiyoko, What I Need.
All the back and forth getting complicated. Running me around got me frustrated. No, that's why I've been laying low. If you wanna make it work, baby, gotta say it. Need a little more than participation. Oh, I could go beyond my own. So I would kiss you, I lay with you, you broke. No, I can't fix you, won't diss you, but babe, yeah, might miss you. If you're cold and needed shelter, I'd hold you, but not switching, no, we're not together, but babe, I won't forget you. What I need is for you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. What I need is to tell me that it shows, no, no, no. And who you do it for, no, no, no. Need you to be sure, no, 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 no. Need you to be sure. But why all alone, girl, you wanna own it. When we're with your fam, you don't wanna show it. You try to keep us on the low. I only wanna grow when you're afraid to love me. Not a metaphor of what we really could be. I am putting on a show. So I would kiss you, I lay with you, you broke. No, I can't fix you, won't diss you, but babe, yeah, might miss you. If you're cold and needed shelter, I'd hold you, but not switching, no, we're not together, but babe, I won't forget you. What I need is for you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. What I need is to tell me that it shows, no, no, no. And who you do it for, no, no, no. Need you to be sure, no, 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 no. Need you to be sure. 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 We could be bigger and brighter than space. Ain't no running away, no. Real loving is sure. The way that I love, there's no taking my place. Staring at you right in your face, no. Don't look away no more. I would kiss you, I live with you, you're broke. No, I can't fix you, I won't. No, I want this you, but babe, yeah, I might miss you. If you're cold and needed shelter, I'd hold you, but not switch you. No, we're not together, but babe, I won't forget you. What I need is for you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. For you to be sure, no, no, no. What I need is to tell me that it shows, no, no, no. And who you do it for, no, no, no. Need you to be sure, no, 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 no. Need you to be sure. Need you to be sure. Need you to be sure.
It's Hayley Kiyoko, What I Need, featuring Kehlani. I love Hayley Kiyoko. She started out her career as an actress on the Disney film Lemonade Mouth, if you all remember that one. But in all seriousness, I'm a massive fan of Hayley right now. It was the first time that I'd seen her at Reading Festival. I went with my best mate. She introduced me to her, and I'm really, really glad that she did. In fact, this summer holiday has been one of new music for me. I got to see some incredible bands at both Why Not and at Reading. And one band that I was very, very happy to tick off my tick list was Foo Fighters, and I kid you not, one of the best performances that I have ever seen. Dave Grohl is just on another planet when it comes to music. I want to play one of my favourite Foo Fighter songs. This is a Monkey Wrench.
What have we done with innocence? It disappeared with time, it never made much sense. Adolescent resident, wasting another night on planning my revenge. 1 in 10, 1 in 10, 1 in 10. Don't wanna be a monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. I'll never be your monkey wrench. All this time to make amends. What do you do when all your enemies are friends? Now and then I'll try to bend. Under pressure, wind up snapping in the end. 1 in 10, 1 in 10, 1 in 10. Don't wanna be your monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. I'll never be your monkey wrench. One last thing before I quit. I never wanted any more than I could fit into my head. I still remember every single word you said and all the shit that somehow came along with it. Still, there's one thing that comforts me since I was always caged and now I'm free. Don't wanna be your monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. I'll never be your monkey wrench. Don't wanna 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 be your monkey wrench.
Solihullradio.com. shadows creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you. Oh please, I do what I want when I'm wanting through my soul. So cynical. So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh. Control, even if you know that you don't own me. I'll let you play the role. I'll be your animal. My mommy likes to sing along with me, but she won't sing this song if she reads all the lyrics. She'll pity the men I know. So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. Again, I must be honest.
I like when you get mad.
I must be honest, when I saw Billie Eilish at Reading Festival, I was a bit sceptical. Because beforehand, I had always had a bit of a thing about Billie Eilish. I wasn't entirely sure whether I liked her music. But then I saw her at Reading and I decided that I well and truly love Billie Eilish. There's something about her that is really moody and I kind of rate that. Also, I read an article the other day about Billie. She is planning on doing an eco-friendly tour, which I would be really intrigued to see what that would look like. There's a lot of talk going on right now about the environment. Maybe I would like to do a show about that on another day, but right now I think it's interesting. At Reading Festival again, and I'm talking about it quite a bit, but it was great, I saw the 1975, and of course they went ahead and they did their own song with Greta Thunberg in it, which again I thought was insane. So there's a lot of talk about the environment. I think it's a really hot topic. So yeah, let's stay tuned to see what Billie Eilish does with her tour. The time is 10 to 7, so in about 10 minutes' time, we'll be joined here live in the studio with local Solihull band Glass Ceilings. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Babe, come over. I know how this goes, yeah. Talk about you need closure. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex. Every time the weekend comes, yeah, I know that it won't be long, yeah. So you're gonna call my phone, yeah. You'll be like, babe, come over. I know how this goes, yeah. Talk about you need closure. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex.
You know I've been waiting for this call. Baby, I don't wanna do this all today. Don't you know you're so predictable? I can tell you everything you're gonna say. Like, hey, hi, how you been lately?
Fine.
I've been missing you, baby. I don't know if I can take this again.
Every time the weekend comes, yeah, I know that it won't be long, yeah. So you're gonna call my phone, yeah. You'll be like, babe, come over. I know how this goes, yeah. Talk about you need closure. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex.
You know I ain't looking for no trouble. trying to test me on my holiday. Boy, you must be living in a bubble. Oh, go with the wind, fly, fly away. No, hey, or hi, how you been lately? I've been missing you, baby. I don't know if I can take this again. No. Every time the weekend comes, yeah, I know that it won't be long, yeah. So you're gonna call my phone, yeah. You'll be like, babe, come over. I know how this goes, yeah. Talk about you need closure. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex. Yeah. Texting, 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 troubling me all over my phone all night. This ain't love, you're troubling me. You're wishing you were still mine. I'm the only one you wanted, but I can't follow where your heart is. Cool it till the morning. Na 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 na. Texting, 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 troubling me all over my phone all night. This ain't love, you're troubling me. You're wishing you were still mine. I'm the only one you wanted, but I can't follow where your heart is. Cool it till the morning. Na 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 na. Every time the weekend comes, yeah, I know that it won't be long, yeah. So you're gonna call my phone, yeah. You'll be like, babe, come over. I know how this goes, yeah. Talk about you need closure. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex. Too many missed calls, too many texts. Damn, I wish I missed my ex.
God is like a god, pulling the strings and making your plans. Whole world's waiting in the palm of your hands. So why'd you feel so lost? Staring at yourself in an empty glass. Echo of a heartbeat lost in the bars. The street shut, the flash of thunder in the morning light. Drag you under, what's shaking in your bed? It's the drums inside your head. Whatever happened to you in the black? No going back, nothing that you can do. Whatever happened to you in the dark? A dagger in the heart, everything put you through. Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you? Come down like the rain, cover this city in a velvet song. Feel so good when I'm proving you wrong. So why you feel so strange? Walking the line like you're nothing to lose. You never get to heaven when you're so confused. You walk, you talk, to blurring faces. The wrong, the right, a trade in places. What's shaking in your bed? It's the drums inside your head. Whatever happened to you in the black? No going back, nothing that you can do. Whatever happened to you in the dark? Dagger in the heart, everything put you through. Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you?
honey, what happened to you? Guys, the time is now 4 minutes to 7, and we are joined in the studio live here tonight with two members from Glass Ceilings. We have got Q, who is the drummer, and Lois, who is our front woman here tonight. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thanks for having us.
How was your day? Was it good?
Good.
Yeah, just
good.
English weather.
I know it's raining again. I looked like I swam to college the other week. It was awful. I might as well have swam. It was that cold. So I actually met Glass Ceilings in July because I am at Solihull Sixth Form College, and next month actually a group of 30 of us are going out to the Gambia to rebuild a school out there, and I put on a gig night at the Sunflower Lounge in Birmingham, and Glass Ceilings were headlining. Thank you so much for being with us then. How did you find the gig? Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Great. Good atmosphere, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. Everyone was really into it.
Yeah,
it was
people
nice.
we didn't know as well.
It worked out for everybody.
Yeah, it was good.
We raised over £400, I think, which isn't bad for a first night, and hopefully we'd love to do something like that again. But thank you so much for headlining as well, and for being here tonight.
Thanks for having us.
But let's talk about you guys and what you are up to. So it's been quite a busy few months, hasn't it?
Yeah, God, yeah.
Would you kick us off? The biggest things that have been happening?
Tour.
Yeah, just come off the
Our
tour
first
now.
tour, yeah.
But yeah, just done Leicester, Bristol, Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, obviously. But yeah.
And
good.
I read on your Instagram that you went on tour with no team, no agents, no funding, no following. It was just you. How did you find that?
Stressful.
Proper
But
stressful.
it made it worth it, made it more worth it. that
Definitely.
We did it like
All
and it was so
together.
good.
Yeah.
And I guess that brings you together as a team as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think the last one, we played Manchester last, that was definitely the best one.
God, yeah.
Why was that so good?
I don't know, it was odd to be in a city that we've never ever played in, but have such a good crowd.
Yeah,
And
literally everyone was...
Up in Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a northerner. I'm from Leeds.
Yeah.
Manchester's the other side of the Pennines, so we've got a bit of beef. But no, up north, you've got a great crowd, haven't you?
Yeah.
Liverpool as well.
Liverpool,
Liverpool,
exactly,
yeah.
all up north. Does it contrast with Birmingham? So playing in Birmingham and in the Midlands, do you notice a difference going up north?
There is a distinctive sound to the support bands, if you want to say put it like that.
Yeah.
In Manchester, it was proper mank bands,
Yeah.
a little Oasis. It was good to
Yeah.
see actually, but
I think the scene's a lot different as well.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, Birmingham is very big on its scene, I think. But, I mean, obviously we only played one show in each city, but it's a lot different in that sort of way. I feel like we've got much more diversity in Birmingham.
I guess you can learn from each other, learn from the other scenes that you go to, and that's a good thing about going on tour. You get to see how other people do it, I guess, and bring that back to Birmingham and go from there. But with it being just you guys and without that kind of external support, how did it bring you closer together as a team? What were the biggest challenges that you faced?
I don't even know. Communication. There's obviously, even in Birmingham gigs, and I said Birmingham really weird then, even in our hometown gigs, we have to do it all anyway, but just getting everything into each venue, everything set up, everything out at the end of the night. Pure, especially the last two shows, because they were back to back, just exhausting. And I'm surprised we didn't rip each other's heads off, to be honest. But it was good. I think it did bring us closer, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And have we got plans to go on tour again anytime soon?
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon, but hopefully again.
But definitely
Back
again,
to the studio, doing some more
more
grafting.
Yeah, later in the year, over December, January, we'll be in the studio.
Yeah,
working on some stuff.
Working on some new things. We'll play some of your music later on as well. Definitely want to talk about that. But also, I want to mention about having a female front woman. I did play The Big Moon beforehand. Have you heard of The Big Moon?
I haven't.
I haven't.
Get listening to them. Really good. An indie, all-female four-piece band. And I say that because in the indie scene, I don't know about you guys, but I don't often see that many female front women. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I think,
Well, yeah.
I think it is a very, not male-dominated, but there is a lot more guys in the
It's just
industry.
more common,
It
isn't
just
it?
is a lot more common, yeah. And I think it's nice that I think it's amazing that there are all girl bands and everything like that, but we're split right down the
Yeah,
middle.
exactly.
Mix, man.
I think it's nice.
I guess it brings a better dynamic to it in a way.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you guys know Tim Senna as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fellow radio presenter from Switch Radio and BBC Intro. Anybody who is anybody in Birmingham knows Tim Senna.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to say a massive shout out to him right now. Thank you so much, Tim, for all your help. Not just for me, but for everybody. You do a massive favour for all of us in the Birmingham music scene. But he did a football tournament not long back, the Tim Senna Cup, and that was all about raising awareness of sexual harassment of women at gigs.
Yeah.
It's such an important issue, but it's about bringing and raising awareness for women in the music industry. So you guys are doing an amazing thing by having you at the front, I guess, being right there, bang in the centre. So yeah, let's talk about some other music. What was the latest single that you've released?
The latest, we released the EP, which
The EP?
yeah, was
All exciting things.
yeah,
Yeah.
the 4, is it 4? Yeah,
Yeah,
tracks.
4.
2 that we'd already had out anyway, but then 2 brand new ones as well. That
Yeah.
I think we were all really proud of it.
Yeah.
Completely. And what was the process like in recording that?
Well, we were offered some studio time at a studio called RML
Yeah.
in Wolverhampton
Oh, nice.
with our producer Ryan, and yeah, we recorded What Do You Want From Me one day and
Yeah.
Lies the next day, back to back, and yeah, that was those 2, and then
Guess
we
it's-
recorded Talk and Sunsets with Ollie.
Yeah,
Nice
at
one.
Sansom Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it must be an amazing experience being in the studio and
Yeah.
and feeling like it's all coming together. Because it's
Yeah.
one thing being out the studio and writing the songs and playing it, you know, in local venues, but you're getting it on all your major platforms, iTunes, Spotify, and then it feels like you're coming together a bit.
Yeah, I love recording. I
Yeah,
think it's
the best thing.
it's the strangest but the nicest experience.
Yeah.
I think.
What's
'Cause
strange about it?
I don't. It's just
Sort of recording it separately.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
because
know,
obviously you're
just
so
waiting
used to
around.
you're so used
Hearing
to playing
yourself.
live,
Yeah.
and all together it's like you've got to go in each by like one by one. But it's nice because you get to see exactly because obviously we sit and we write the songs and we know how they work and how they fit together. But it seems different when you're recording them.
I guess it's like a milestone, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feel like you're achieving something. How long have you guys been together as a band?
Well,
As the current lineup,
2
2 years?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the scheme of things, not that long. I mean, how old are you again, Q? You're
I'm 16.
16. So I'm only 17. You're a year below me.
the rest of us are 20.
20,
so
but I mean,
we're
you're still young people, and other life things are going on. You know, you've got education,
Yeah.
you've got jobs, so juggling all of that and then having this band as well, it's difficult.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of upcoming bands about that, but you know, well done guys for
Thank you.
getting out there and doing it.
No, thanks.
I mean, it's insane. So let's talk about future plans. We've got any big plans coming up?
The biggest one is recording, but there's also our next gig in
Next gig.
November.
November, and that is the headline, isn't it?
Yeah, O2
O2 Institute.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute because that is a big deal.
Yeah.
Headlining, not even supporting, but headlining the O2 Institute. How did you pull that one out of the bag?
Well, we've worked with Future Sound for on a few previous gigs as well, Future Sound project, and I think we wanted a room that we knew would be a milestone to sell out,
Yeah,
But
definitely.
but that wasn't
Impossible.
impossible. So I think it's a 300 capacity room, and that's our biggest show to date
Yeah.
that we're headlining. The biggest show we've done was we supported the Claws, but obviously
Claws.
they're amazing, so they sold that out easy.
Definitely.
But I think for us it would be insane if we sell that out.
Yeah.
Definitely. And when is that again?
It's the 22nd of November.
22nd of November. Tickets are on sale.
Yeah.
The O2 Institute for Glass Ceilings. If you haven't heard them before, I'll play them for you right now if I can speak. What do you want from me? Glass Ceilings.
You know I love you and it's clear to see that everything you do has some effect on me. I hate to say this but I don't understand why I feel this way about you. But then I take a long hard look at myself and realise what I'm going through. It's just a fabricated story you tell to stop me
Glass Ceilings, What Do You Want From Me? Thank you so much, guys. I love that song so much. Let me just find it. So, Glass Ceilings, thank you for being with us in the studio tonight. That was What Do You Want From Me? What is your favourite song that you've ever recorded?
Personally, mine is that one.
Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely
Your favourite one, definitely. And why? Like, is it the lyrics or just the vibe of it?
I hate the word vibe,
Vibe.
But that's
Vibe.
it,
No.
yeah.
It's the vibe.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quite an outdated word, isn't it? I
Yeah,
say it
well.
too often. I'm not cool enough for it. But
Yeah. It's quite a different sort of song, and I think when we made it, we thought,
Yeah.
like, we found our sound. But
what is your sound? And bands say that a lot. I found my
Yeah.
sound. But what is it like when you find your wedding dress and you're like, this is the one? Like,
well,
this is my
Is
sound?
it like when you found your wedding dress?
oh yeah.
Go on, Q, talk about your wedding.
Well, we said I said we found our sound, but we're still sort of experimenting, aren't we? Like,
Yeah, I think a lot of the songs we've got, even not recorded, there are quite a few different ones, but I really like What Do You Want From Me. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is about it, just,
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
upbeat and
yeah.
you know,
And I guess with it being early days, you've got time to experiment. You've got time
Yeah.
to explore.
yeah.
Um, so you guys, you're the drummer, you're the front woman. Are there any like conflicts on stage with finding that sound, as it were, and difference of opinions?
Not really. I think Low writes the songs, and
I don't,
we all just sort of chip in, and you know,
All on the
like,
same wavelength.
but yeah, I mean, everyone we've got such good chemistry, and like it'll start as a riff, and by the end of the rehearsal, we'll have like a decent.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's another
Demo.
one with What Do You Want From Me? That
Yeah.
I came up with like the main riff sort of thing, and then me and Jay messed about with it for a
Yeah.
bit, and we took it to rehearsal, and by the end of it, it was basically done.
What was that?
It was like, it was weird. It was obviously we didn't really want to change too much about it because we'd done it so quickly. But then we also thought, well,
Yeah.
Is it a bad thing we've done it so quickly? But
And it's like chemistry coming through, right?
yeah, definitely.
And you need that to be successful, 100%. If you're arguing about things, it's not going to work.
No.
So musical influences, that has a massive part to play in the sound that you produce. Who are your favourite artists at the moment?
At the moment,
Go on.
I like the Wombats.
I love the Wombats.
Wombats are good.
I have seen the Wombats, kid you not, about 7 times.
I've never seen them, and
You've never-
I
oh.
didn't get the chance to go to Reading this
Oh,
year.
no.
And Kate, our bassist, sent me a video. She sent me a
Yeah.
video of on main stage, and I was crying.
I
was
saw
like-
them then.
I said, just rub it in my face, why don't you? Just send me a
I met
video
the
of it."
Wombats with a few of my best mates.
Yeah.
They were doing a signing in Leeds.
That's it. Insane.
Talking of the Wombats, they've got the frontman's doing his own thing, isn't he?
Is it?
Is
He's-
it?
Yeah, he's doing his own thing now. Look out for him. He was the special guest at Reading.
Was it?
Yeah.
But I don't know how to feel about that. I like my Wombats being together.
Yeah.
But apart from Wombats, who else are the other influences?
To Glass Ceilings.
Yeah.
So probably mainly Two Door Cinema Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A bit of Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Yeah, like a kind of like
Or-
underlying.
Yeah.
Yeah. a bit-
Definitely in our older stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely Catfish. I love Catfish.
Everyone loves
Yeah.
catfish.
I know.
feel-
Van
haven't met
McCann's another
someone
one I
that
met. I know. Exactly. Exactly. They got called the Arctic Monkeys of our time. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that.
I love Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, they're Boston.
Yeah.
They're the best. They're like at the top.
Definitely up there. If there was one band or artist that you would like to go on tour with, anybody in the world, dead or
Oh.
alive, who is it going to be?
Ooh,
That's
Dead or
a hard
Alive.
I
one.
know it's
Oh no,
opening
you
up,
made it
isn't
10 times harder, don't
Yeah,
Right,
I know.
okay, just alive, as we'll be here forever.
Well, mine would be either Catfish or Arctic Monkeys. Wait, can it be from any time period? 'Cause-
Yeah,
Yeah, Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic Monkeys. Got to be Arctic
Yeah,
Monkeys.
has to be.
I think
Personally.
that it's too legendary not to say Arctic Monkeys, really, isn't it? But
I'm from up north, so Arctic Monkeys have a special place in my heart.
There you go.
And talking of location, you went on tour, of course, but is there one place that you haven't played that you would just love to play?
I'd love to get to Scotland.
Scotland.
I don't know why. I just would.
Fair
Different
enough.
country, isn't it?
I went to Edinburgh the other weekend, looking at the open day. It is
Yeah.
stunning. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Edinburgh would be a good venue to play.
London.
London.
That'd be
yeah.
mad.
Got to get in contact with people. It's all about networks, isn't it? And
Yeah.
contacts, about how you find new venues, how you get new opportunities. So, what has the scene been like in terms of the contacts for you guys and finding those venues and opportunities?
Oh well,
Is
To
it a
be honest,
supportive
it's-
scene?
I think the Birmingham one is.
Yeah,
There's
100%.
definitely a lot of people within it that do help each other out. I think it's quite a friendly scene.
Yeah.
Like you said, Tim Senna does a lot for it.
Definitely.
It's insane how much he does.
He's
for the
insane.
scene. But
Everybody follow Tim Senna. We're all fangirling over Tim Senna tonight. He's mental. But it's important that you have that connection. You know, I said beforehand, local music only works with local venues, local people working together. As soon as you get conflict between the bands, it just doesn't happen. And unfortunately, local venues are under attack right now. A lot of them are shutting down. We've got the big O2s, which are great to play. I can't wait for you to play that. But, you know, it's important that we support our local scene.
Yeah.
And with you guys being such a small band in the scheme of things, you know, it's imperative that we look after each other in that scene. And all take a leaf out of Tim Senna's book, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. On the kind of topic of local scenes and society, I was mentioning beforehand some of the artists who have come out, such as the Big Moon, with messages in their songs that do a lot for society. Being a band, you write in the music. Lois, you write the songs?
I'd start them off.
You start them off. It's a
Lyrics
collective
anyway.
effort.
She writes the lyrics, so.
But is there a point when you think you're sat there, you're writing, and you want to give a message to your audience?
I think, yeah, I don't think of myself to be very profound, I suppose the word is. I'm not, I'd like, but I think that's just me.
Yeah.
I think one of the songs on the EP, Liars, out of all of the songs we've got, is probably most like that in the way that it's about how there's a lot of people that really aren't good for you.
No.
And really shouldn't be messing with some
Toxic
sorts of
relationships.
people. Yeah, stuff like that. And society in general, I feel like for certain people it's hard.
And with that position of responsibility, when you go onto the stage, I guess you come forward wanting to tell people to get rid of those toxic relationships, to find a new angle, find new people to hang about with. So talk more about Liars for us. When was the first time that you don't have to tell us everything, of course, it's your story, but what was that inspiration behind that song? That a personal relationship you thought, I need to get this out into a song?
I don't know, really. I think it is the way the riff is. You wrote the riff. You wrote the riff.
I think. Oh, go on.
No, carry on.
Oh, well,
You wrote it.
obviously I don't write the lyrics, but I think we go off sort of melodies and stuff before the lyrics come in.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's how you work.
Because we're more, personally, I don't think lyrics are that important.
No?
Very unpopular opinion, but if the song's good, then it's got
Just want to make anthems as opposed to deep songs.
When I wrote the riff for Liars, I just thought, well, this sounds alright.
Who's going to get jump into this? Who's going to get jump into it in the crowd?
Hopefully everyone.
Hopefully everybody. I think if people leave sweaty, then you've done a good job.
Yeah.
What's the most mental gig that you've ever played?
Oh, that's a hard one.
They all been sweating.
Yeah.
Doing well then, clearly.
No.
The Gambia one.
The gig for Gambia.
The Gambia one was good.
Check that out, guys. Gig for Gambia. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do round 2, gigging for Gambia.
There was one guy, I don't know who he was. There was one guy going absolutely mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you feeling okay?
Well, it's always a good sign. It was a great
so-
night. It was a great night.
Yeah.
Let's play another one of your songs. Let's get Talk On. And maybe we can talk more about that song later on. But Glass Ceilings, Talk.
These weeks and days when you were locked in your room and didn't have anywhere to be. A bottle of wine and a couple of bombs, your mum thought you'd end up on the streets. You tell yourself you would figure it out, but you were just in that state of mind. You tell yourself you would work it out and leave this petty life behind, 'cause you didn't want to.
Glass Ceilings Talk. So, guys, only 2 of you are here in the studio tonight. 2 of you are missing, and you just said, Tommy, then when your song was playing, that it feels a bit odd with only being half the band. Where are the other 2 tonight?
Work.
Working, exactly. Life goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah. At least you've got the genius behind Glass Ceilings here. And then,
Yeah, we're the only 2 that matter.
yeah, there you go. The other 2.
Don't tell them that. That's the point, isn't it, though? Because you have got other lives, and we did briefly mention that beforehand. You're 16Q.
Yep.
Are you A-levels or GCSEs right now?
I'm at music college.
Music college.
Yeah, just started.
Whereabouts is that?
BIM. In Digbeth, yeah.
Digbeth is such a cool place.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of northern listeners here tonight, being up north, and my friends are listening. Thanks, guys. But Digbeth is a really cool place in Birmingham. A lot of good things for the music scene down there.
Full of heart, yeah.
Definitely. But is that ever difficult, kind of organising interviews, organising rehearsals and meeting up, just being together and practising, and when everybody's doing other things? Do you find that a challenge?
I've just got to rely on lifts from these. So.
Yeah, you can't drive,
Yeah.
can you?
Can't wait to
And also, at the end of gigs and everyone's gone out, I've got to get the lift
honestly,
home.
It's like saying goodbye
Yeah,
to
it's-
our little
That's
son
really
or
sad.
something. It's like, bye.
I do sympathise with that. When I
Yeah.
started interviewing, I was about 14 or 15.
Really?
But girls look older, don't they? If you put a bit of makeup on.
Yeah.
People think you're like 19 when you're about 16. And they
Yeah,
used to
right.
go, "Oh, you coming out afterwards?" I'm like, "No, I've got college
Yeah.
at school at 7 o'clock in the morning. I can't." But it is hard, isn't it? But being so young, it's daunting looking at our future sometimes. I did mention beforehand, the situation right now is a bit precarious. But being young people, what message would you have to give to other people, other young people?
The young people.
Yeah. If you were talking to your classmates at
Uh,
music college, what would you say?
at music college.
Young people listening about life, about just your advice that you've accumulated from being part of the band.
Stay in school.
Is that from experience?
I
Yes, it is.
No.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it, definitely.
That's the bottom line. I think it's like you said. There's a lot of stuff going on that maybe ain't that great, but enjoy it.
Enjoy it. What's been the most enjoyable thing you've done with the band then?
Either recording or tour.
Yeah.
Tour. It's got to be
100%.
tour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got to say tour. Yeah.
Have we got any embarrassing or funny tour stories? We were allowed to PC tour stories, toy stories. Well, tour stories that
Depends
aren't
whether
too explicit for
Q wants me to be
radio.
embarrassing.
About what?
About Jay chasing you around with a belt.
I think we
Oh,
want Q
God.
to be embarrassed.
No,
Yeah. Go on, Lois. That's
I
embarrassed
don't even
Q.
know what happened.
No.
It was late. We was tired.
Basically, one thing led to another. I got chased around the hotel by an angry Jay. He was holding a belt. And,
I've never seen him run so fast in my life.
Jay as well, part of the band,
Yeah.
yeah, guitarist.
the guitarist.
Legend.
So that's our little riff between you two then.
That's it.
They hate each other.
Secrets, yeah, all secrets are coming out now. But it must be incredible going on tour. I knew the Indigo Project up in Leeds. They talked about a really sweaty tour bus. Have you got a tour bus? Is it? Does
I
it?
wish.
You wish you had a tour
Yeah,
bus.
I
Is it
wish.
just packed in the car right
Yeah,
now?
big
Yeah.
cars.
But I think looking back, these are going to be the days when you think that was insane, and you've got
Yeah.
all your photos of the packed up car, and it smells bad because you've not showered properly in 2 weeks, I imagine. But messages to young people. What about messages to older people, the older generation? What would you say to them?
Come to our gigs.
Come to you.
There
Come
you
have
go.
some fun.
There
Make
you
your
go.
kids go to the gigs.
Yeah.
Buy the tickets.
There's too much, I think. Depending on what angle you want to take, I suppose, with a lot of older people thinking that maybe they deserve certain things that they think young people are entitled to a lot of stuff, and it's really we're not. I don't think we're entitled
No.
at all. I think we just kind of don't want our planet to die a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Climate change.
that's a big
Global
one for me.
warming.
That's the big one for me. Maybe just don't let the planet die. You know, I've still got a few years left on it, and then
Exactly.
after that, yeah, whatever.
I was saying earlier, I read an article about Billie Eilish. She wants to do an eco-friendly tour, which I think would be super interesting, wouldn't it?
I wonder how.
How would you do that?
that?
And also the 1975 at Reading with their Greta Thunberg collaboration. Did you see that?
I didn't see
I
that.
didn't.
No, go on YouTube. If anybody didn't see that, actually, go on YouTube. Me and my mate Anya, a bit embarrassing, but we stood there crying. I think the atmosphere kind of got to us, but Yeah, it's interesting, but climate change is a big one. So the older generation, sort yourself out. I'm joking. It's a collective effort. We all need to work together. But it starts with us, I think. Starts with young people. And it starts with bands like you who have that platform and who can make a difference. So we've got one more song I want to play for you guys tonight. This is Sunsets Are Better Than People. Have you got any stories about this song in particular? Inspirations behind this?
Ooh, well, a while ago now, but I didn't know. I don't know.
I can't
Lois?
even... Honestly, when did we write this one?
I don't even know.
Ages ago.
A couple of years ago now.
I think we ripped off someone's Instagram, didn't we? Say ripped off.
Oh,
was
the
that
title.
Yeah,
the
For
title.
the title, nothing, like that was it. Really.
Yeah,
We
it was
just
my
thought
mate's
funny.
caption.
Your mate's caption.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, that sounds cool. We'll put it in the group chat, and everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was just kind of like a bit of song.
I think it is. It's kind of on the theme of global warming, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Sunsets are better than people. But anyway, here it is. Sunsets are better than people. Glass ceilings.
Say that I've never been called selfish. Be a lie, because to be selfish is to only be human. No one ever puts anyone else first, and that's okay. Maybe you don't quite understand the way people think he's black and white.
Sunsets are better than people, glass ceilings. I have to say, I do think I agree with that. Sunsets are better than people. Thank you for being with us in the studio tonight, guys. We are nearly done with our interview, but let's, before we go, talk about some big things coming up. We said O2 Institute. Remind us of when that was again?
The 22nd of November.
22nd of November, headlining the O2 Institute in Birmingham. Tickets are on sale now, so get yourselves down there. I will try and get myself down there too. I might actually be in Gambia, talking of gigging for Gambia, but if not, I will definitely make sure I'm there because I would love to chat to you guys again. Bigger plans beyond that, though. What's the end game for you guys?
Oh.
I don't know. Just have people know our songs and
Yeah, have people enjoy it.
yeah.
Faster.
Yeah, enjoy it. Be with you, I guess.
Yeah.
As kind of one. Have you had like any fan experiences yet?
Through Instagram.
Through Instagram.
Yeah, I've had a few like Instagram messages and stuff like that. Nothing in person.
Yet.
No.
Yet is a key word.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
And it's just starting now. You guys are from Solihull, aren't you, as opposed to Birmingham? Or is it
Well, I'm from Acots Green.
Acots Green.
I've lived in Birmingham all my life.
The rest of us are all from Solihull.
Solihull. So yeah, local bands supporting each other tonight. Being here at Solihull Radio, a local radio station, supporting that local band. If you do have any questions for us, or for Glass Ceilings in particular, you can message us at 02228, so 82228, 82228. Message studio to that number. Make sure you put studio first at the beginning of that message, else, like I said, it will end up in the black hole of radio messages and we will never, ever get to read it. But yes, we want to play your favourite song at the moment.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that is?
Give Me a Try.
Give Me a Try by the Wombats. As a massive, avid Wombats fan myself, I definitely think this is a good choice to go for. But yeah, like I said before, 82228, message studio to that number if you've got a question for Glass Ceilings. Yeah, this is Give Me a Try by the Wombats.
To let success succeed, but I just need you in that fur coat with only my necklace on underneath, and I don't care why this apartment's always cold. London can try, it'll never swallow me whole, and I swear we could be gigantic. I lose the plot and I cause the scene. What do you dream of on the West Coast, when my head is aching in GMT, and I don't care why this apartment's so ice cold. Let London try, it'll never swallow me whole, and I swear we could be gigantic. Everything I need, Vicodin on Sunday nights. This could be worth the risk, worth the guarantee. This could be the drug that doesn't bite. Just give me a try. Just give me a try. Been kinda hoping you might. Give me a try. I'm shaving with your toothpaste. I'm trying to vacuum from the ceiling. The millisecond that you're away, I get the loneliest feeling. Just give me a try. And I swear we could be gigantic. Everything I need, Vicodin on Sunday nights. This could be worth the risk, worth the guarantee. This could be the drug that never bites. Just give me a try. Just give me a try. Been kinda hoping you might. Give me a try. Give me a try. Just give me a try. Just give me a try.
The Wombats Give Me a Try. That was recommended by Glass Ceilings. Definitely start listening to them, shouldn't we? Because if Glass Ceilings recommend it, then definitely worth a listen. We did actually get one message from Tom up north, from Sheffield. Tom wants to know who you think is the best up-and-coming band from Birmingham or Solihull, aside from yourselves. A band that we should be listening to, up-and-coming.
I think either The Claws or Ivory Wave.
We played Ivory Wave earlier on tonight.
I really like them.
Ivory Wave are sick. They've got big things coming up. They're releasing their debut EP, Dream Nights, on the 8th of November. But The Claws as well. The Claws.
Yeah, they're doing well.
They're doing well. They were also at Tim Senna's football tournament, weren't they? Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for chatting to us tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. We wish you all the best, and we well and truly hope that everything goes well for you guys. We'd love to hear more from you. Good luck at your O2 headline. That's insane. I'll try pop down to that myself. And if you guys are free, then get yourselves down. Tickets are on sale, and we look forward to hearing more music from you guys. Glass Ceilings, thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you.
solihullradio.com.
You lose. Make up your mind, tell me what are you gonna do? It's only me, let it go. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame cause we can't let it go. Run away but we're running in circles. Run away, I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away but we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Circles by Post Malone, as requested by Mimi. The time now is 18 minutes to 8, and we've just been listening to our interview with local Solihull band Glass Ceilings. They've got big things on their way. They are headlining as well, not just supporting, but headlining the O2 Institute on the 22nd of November in Birmingham. So if you fancy a good night, then go get yourselves down to the O2 Institute the 22nd of November. Tickets are on sale now. And we've got another song for you now by Little Comets, as requested by Dylan. This is Dancing Song.
If you want to be alone, seconds to check it out. But your temperamental leaners can often leave you feeling like you need a dancing song. Well, you're so socially outrageous with your lack of self-control. So take your 37 digits and put them in her mobile phone. With all your quintessential skip potential leaking from your pores. Well, let your tiptoes and fingers like this as a dancing song. This one's for dancing. This one's for dancing. This one's for dancing. This one's for dancing. So this one's for dancing. This one's for dancing. This one's for dancing.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing the little heart you
no place I'd rather be. Yeah.
Rather Be by Clean Bandit. Keep your requests coming in, guys. I want to hear from all of you tonight. Next song I want to play is by a good mate, or not by a good mate, but requested by a good mate. This is Milk by the 1975 for Anya.
Straight lines, they wind you. She does a little thing with her eyes, says we're off soon. She says to me it's incidental, 'cause she's so cool. She said I'm not fine, I've only a bottle of wine, and that's doing it all the time.
pretty, your face is a work of art. Your smile could probably light up New York after dark. Okay, your cover boy pretty, stamped with a beauty mark. But it's such a pity, a boy so pretty with an ugly heart. An ugly heart. Okay, you're pretty, your face is a work of art. Your smile could light up New York City after dark. Okay, your cover boy pretty, stamped with a beauty mark. But it's such a pity, a boy so pretty. Yeah, with an ugly heart. Okay, you're pretty, your face is a work of art. Your smile could light up New York City after dark. Okay, your cover boy pretty, stamped with a beauty mark. But it's such a pity, a boy so pretty, so pretty, so pretty, with an ugly heart.
We are coming to the end of the show tonight here, guys. We've got 5 minutes left. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has listened or messaged into the studio tonight. This was my first radio show. There have been a few mistakes, but I've had a great time. So thank you to everybody who has helped me enjoy myself tonight. I'm going to play Church's Gun for you right now.
You had better run from me with everything you own. 'Cause I am gonna come for you with all that I have. I am gonna break you down to tiny, tiny parts. I never believed what I see it now. I'm learning your lesson. I'm learning your lesson. Did it make you feel so clever? Did you wear it on your sleeve? Did you see another picture where I was not apart, so far entwined? There's no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me and everything is even. So finally we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Are you to tell me how to keep myself afloat? I treaded water all the while. You stuck in the knife that you held at my back. Did it make you feel so clever? Did you wear it on your sleeve? Did you see another lifetime where I was not apart, so far entwined? There's no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me and everything is even. So finally we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. Now I'll be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. There is no other way, never run far. Take a good swing at me, and everything is even. So finally we agree, no place for promises here. You better run, you better run. So hide, hide. I have burned your bridges. I will be a gun, and it's you I'll come for. Hide, hide. Now it's all so easy. I will be a gun, and
You've been listening to Kate Sinclair with the new radio show That Thursday show here at Solihull Radio. I'll be back the same time next week, so every Thursday from 6 till 8 p.m. You guys can listen to me every Thursday. Keep listening, keep supporting local music, keep supporting Solihull Radio. I'm going to leave you tonight with one last song, Wallows, Are You Bored Yet?
What's wrong? You've been asking, but I don't have an answer. How come? I'm still thinking, let's pretend to fall asleep now. When we get old, will we regret this? Too young to think about all that shit. And stalling only goes so far when you've got a head start. 'Cause we could stay at home or watch the sunset, but I get up from asking, are you bored yet? And if you're feeling lonely, you should tell me before this ends up as another memory. Will you tell the truth so I don't have to lie? Will you tell the truth so I don't have to lie?
Feels like I've known you my whole life. I can see right through your lies. I don't know where we're going, but I like to be by your side. If you could tell me how you're feeling, maybe we get through this undefeated. Holding on for so long.
We could stay at home and watch the sunset, but I get up from asking, are you bored yet? And if you're feeling lonely, you should tell me before this ends up as another memory. Will you tell the truth so I don't have to lie? Will you tell the truth so I don't have to lie?
You're listening to Solihull Radio.